Let me give you the most important advice in life. Always put yourself first, because the harsh truth is, no one really cares as much as you think. How many people checked on you last month, last week, or even today? We walk around hoping someone will notice we're breaking, but silence is what we get. The moment you fall, the world barely blinks. They'll say, rest in peace for a day, maybe two. Then life goes on, fast, like you never existed. So protect your peace, prioritize your health, chase your dreams, cry if you must, but wipe your tears and keep going. Don't expect anyone to save you. Save yourself. Because in this life, your biggest responsibility is you. And when you understand that, you stop begging for support. You become your own strength.
There's a funny thing about life, you know. People never realize the value of something until it's gone. They walk away thinking the world is full of greener pastures, more glittering distractions, brighter stars. But when they leave you, thinking you were just another option, what they don't realize is that you weren't the option at all. You were the choice, the real deal. But they thought they could trade you in, swap you out, like a mere object. And now they're stuck with your replacement. Ah, the replacement. The poor soul they dragged into your shadow, hoping to fill the gaping hole you left behind. But here's the thing about shadows, my friends, they're impossible to fill. No matter how hard they try, no matter how much effort they put into pretending everything's okay, they can't replace the one thing that was truly irreplaceable you. Your replacement, hired to play a role they're unfit for, stumbling through life trying desperately to be you.
Ever wonder why the wisest people say we should live like wolves? Because wolves carry truths about life, loyalty, and strength that most humans have forgotten. 1. Wolves never eat what is rotten. Choose what nourishes your soul, not what poisons it. 2. You'll never see a wolf performing in a circus. Never perform for the crowd. Keep your dignity untamed. 3. Wolves are loyal in love. They choose one mate for life. Loyalty isn't earned, it's instinct. 4. When a partner dies, the other mourns in silence. Grief is honored, not rushed. Respect your own process, as wolves do. 5. Wolves respect bloodlines. They never cross the sacred boundaries of family. 6. Wolves care for their elders. When parents grow weak, the young hunt for them.
Always be prepared to stand on your own. Life is unpredictable, and people's feelings and attitudes can change unexpectedly. Today, someone might value you highly, but tomorrow, they might not see your worth at all. This reality teaches us the importance of self-reliance and resilience. While relationships and connections are valuable, it's essential to maintain your independence and be self-sufficient. Relying solely on others for your happiness or validation can leave you vulnerable to disappointment when circumstances change. Surviving alone doesn't mean isolating yourself or shutting others out. It means being emotionally and mentally strong, capable of handling life's ups and downs independently. It's about knowing your worth and not letting others' opinions or actions define your self-esteem. Remember, your value isn't determined by how others treat you or perceive you. Stay true to yourself, cultivate self-confidence, and be prepared to navigate life's challenges with resilience and determination.
Let me tell you something important. Some people are waiting for you to fall. They want to see you break, they want to see you fail, and to give up. But don't give them what they want. Stand tall, fight harder, and show them they underestimated you. Use their doubt as fuel, their hate as energy, and their judgment as motivation. Every time they hope to see you stumble, rise higher, and make them regret ever doubting you. Don't just survive. You need to dominate. Turn their expectations into your victories. Let them choke on their disappointment as they watch you achieve everything they said you couldn't. Their failure to stop you will be your loudest triumph. Keep pushing forward, no matter how tough it gets. Every time you rise, you're proving them wrong. Every step you take is a step toward greatness they never saw coming. Let their disappointment drive your determination. Prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. Show them that no one can stand in your way.
I forgive, but I never forget. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's freedom. But memory is wisdom. 1. I forgive to free myself from anger, but I never forget, so I don't get burned twice. 2. I let go of the past, not because they deserve peace, but because I do. 3. I release the weight of pain, but I keep the lesson carved into my soul. 4. Forgiveness ends the chain of resentment, but memory builds the wall of protection. 5. I forgive to move lighter, but scars remain as proof I survived. 6. I choose peace, not revenge, but I never erase what shaped my strength. 7. I forgive to move forward, but I never forget, because forgetting is throwing away wisdom. And here comes the most important part. Forgiveness makes you free. Memory.
The best thing I ever did was stop telling everyone what's going on in my life. Not everyone needs to know my struggles, my plans, or my wins. I owe no one an explanation. My silence is my weapon, and my privacy is my fortress. Let them guess, let them wonder, let them talk. I don't care. They don't deserve to know what I'm building or how far I've come. I don't need their opinions, their fake support, or their judgments. What they don't know, they can't touch, and they can't destroy. I'm not here to impress or explain myself. I'm here to win, to conquer, and to thrive on my terms. My journey is mine, and no one has the right to interfere. Every step I take in silence makes me stronger, and every win they don't see makes me unstoppable. Let them stay in the dark while I rise in the light. My success is my revenge. My progress is my proof. And my victory will speak louder than any words ever could.
I hate feeling like this. I'm so tired of trying to fight this. I'm asleep and all I dream of is waking to you. Tell me that you will listen. Your touch is what I'm missing. And the more I hide, I realize I'm slowly losing you. Call the times, I'll never wake up without it. Overdose of you. I don't wanna live, I don't wanna breathe. Rest I feel you next to me. You take the pain I feel. Waking up to you never felt so real. I don't wanna sleep, I don't wanna dream, 'cause my dreams don't come with me. The way you make me feel. Waking up to you never felt so real.
If you're hearing this, it's not by accident. There's a reason you found this message today. Life has a way of testing us, pushing us to our limits. And sometimes, it feels like the world is weighing down on your shoulders. Maybe you woke up to a rough start, someone at work got under your skin, or your boss just doesn't seem to care. Maybe you're juggling multiple jobs just to stay afloat and the pressure feels endless. But here's the thing, life is fragile. It's fleeting. In the grand scheme of things, the stress, the frustrations, the grind, it all fades away. One day, everything you're worried about right now will be left behind. The weight you're carrying will be passed on, and your time here will be done. So why not focus on what truly matters? Why not channel that energy into building something meaningful, something that outlasts the stress and the noise? Keep showing up, keep grinding, because every small step you take towards your dreams brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. Don't let the world's chaos dictate your worth. You are more powerful than you know, and your dreams are within reach if you just keep moving forward. So stop stressing and start acting. Your life is a story waiting to be written. Make it a masterpiece.
Stop letting spectators on the sideline critique the quarterback that's really in the game. Always know this, the loudest hate always comes from the people that ain't even playing. You know what I'm talking about. You can feel it. They be watching you from the stands, studying your every move. It's like they got a PhD in your life and they ain't even enrolled in their own. And for many people that are listening to the sound of my voice, sometimes you are out here second guessing your own plays because of the commentary from the nosebleeds. Listen to this. Nobody on this planet will hate you with more passion than the person who is watching you live the life that they were too scared to go get. These are the facts. They don't hate you. They hate that you had the tenacity to go after what they were too scared to even try. Every move you make is a reminder of the moves they didn't. And every risk you took is like an Instagram highlight reel of each opportunity they fumbled. So think about it. They gotta talk down on you. They have to, because it's so much easier to point the finger than it is to look in the mirror. Remember this, people will act like they don't mind seeing you do good in public, but in private, they're secretly praying that you never do better than them. Like God really listens to these losers. And what they don't realize is this, every time they throw dirt on your name, they don't realize they're just giving you more soil to grow from. So let them talk. Do not respond to none of it, because in 2026, it's foot on their next season all year now, baby. It's time to let them choke from the pressure of your success.
Hey, take a moment. Breathe. I know you've been carrying a lot, silently fighting battles no one sees. But you need to hear this. You're doing better than you think. You've survived every storm that tried to break you. You've stood back up every time life knocked you down. That strength, it's yours. It's always been yours. Stop doubting your worth. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There's no perfect moment. There's only now. You are not behind. You're evolving, learning, growing. Healing isn't a straight line, but every small step matters. Narrator, deep, soulful tone. Don't hold on to what weighs you down. Let go of people who no longer fit your journey. Let go of the past that haunts you. Because here's the truth. The best chapters of your life are still ahead. Keep going. Keep believing. And if no one has told you today, I'm proud of you. I gave love and got used. I gave loyalty and got betrayed. I was patient and got taken for granted. That's what changed me. Because people will say, I'm not who I used to be. But they will never tell you what they did to change me. They'll act innocent, like I just switched up for no reason. But the truth is, people forget the pain they caused you, the trust they broke, the times they ignored you when you needed them most. I didn't just wake up and become cold, distant, or different. I was pushed there. Now that I protect my peace and speak less, they say I've changed. Yes, I have. I stopped showing up for people who never showed up for me. I stopped explaining myself to people who only wanted to twist my words. I became the version of me that chooses silence over drama, peace over people-pleasing, and strength over begging.
No matter what you feel today, don't ever give up. Don't give up. The best chapters are still ahead. I know it hurts. I know you're tired of trying. You are tired of waiting, tired of hoping. Every day feels the same, an endless fight, a battle with no end. You carry wounds no one sees, a pain no one understands. And yet you're still here, holding on, even when your heart feels heavy. Life has knocked you down, but it hasn't defeated you. The struggles, the heartbreak, the silent battles, none of them will define you. They are just pages in your story, not the final chapter. One day you'll look back and see why you had to go through all of this. The pain will fade, the weight will lift, and the sun will rise for you again. Until then, hold on. Keep going. Your story isn't over yet. The best is still ahead. Even the darkest nights must end. Even the hardest storms must pass. Keep believing. Keep moving. Because one day, everything will make sense. One day, you will smile again.
So many of us spend our days weighed down by what others think, the whispers behind our backs, the judgments thrown our way. But here's the truth. You are not here to meet anyone else's expectations. You are here to live your life, your journey. People will always have something to say, but remember, their words don't define you. You define you. Their opinions are their limits, not yours. The moment you start living for yourself, you'll feel something powerful. Freedom. Ask yourself, what truly matters to you? What makes you come alive? Focus on those things. Don't let the noise drown out the voice within you that's been calling for you to rise, to believe, to keep going. Because at the end of the day, it's not about them. It's about you. The life you build, the love you show, the dreams you pursue. So keep your head up, walk tall, and remember, you are more powerful, more resilient, and more incredible than they'll ever know. Live boldly and let the world adjust. Trust yourself. You've got this.
People are quick to judge a life they've never lived. They see one moment, one decision, one mistake, and suddenly they think they know your whole story. But here's the truth. Unless you've walked my road, felt my pain, carried the weight I've carried, and survived the things I had to survive just to get here, you don't get to judge my life. You didn't see the sacrifices. You didn't see the heartbreaks. You didn't see the moments where I almost gave up but kept going anyway. So if you only know the version of me that survived, don't pretend you understand the battles that built me. Because people who've truly suffered don't waste time judging others. They're too busy trying to heal from what life already put them through.
90% will skip this, but if you're in the 10% who stay, listen closely. Most people wait for later, but later is a myth because the coffee gets cold, people change, and what you postpone slowly becomes never. Here are 7 truths you learn before life moves on without you. 1. Later kills more dreams than failure ever will. Action beats perfection when you move before doubt catches you. 2. Your interest fades because urgency dies quickly. What feels important today becomes nothing tomorrow. 3. The day turns into night faster than you think. You believe you have time until suddenly you don't. 4. People grow apart, and the moment to speak, to love, or to act never returns once it's gone. 5. People grow old, and so do you. The future isn't promised to anyone. 6. Life moves fast, and opportunities disappear the second you hesitate. 7. Regret arrives quietly, but once it enters your life, it stays longer than any mistake ever will. And here comes the most important part. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It rarely comes. Start today. Start now, because life is happening in this very moment, and time slips away before you notice.
I asked God to bring back those who walked away. God said no. Some people are part of your story, not your future. I asked God to place love into my life. God said no. I placed love inside you first. The right ones will recognize it. I asked God to make my path easy. God said no. Easy roads do not forge warriors. I set mountains before you so you would discover your strength. I asked God to heal my shattered heart. God said no. The pain is teaching you how not to shatter others. I asked God to open every door I desired. God said no. Some doors look like opportunity, but lead to emptiness. Then I stopped asking for comfort and asked Him to use me as He sees fit. And God said, finally, you get it.
What if one day you go to bed during an argument and one of you doesn't wake up? Think about that for a second. Life is too damn short to hold on to grudges. Too short to let your pride run the show. When you're in the heat of an argument, you're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the love, the memories, the time you've shared. You're caught up in the small stuff, when what really matters is the bond you have with the people who mean the most to you. Here's the truth. You don't know when your time is up. None of us do. But you do know this: you're not promised tomorrow. So why waste today? Why let petty things drive a wedge between you and the ones you love? We're all fighting battles nobody else can see. So why make it harder for each other? Why tear each other down when you could be building each other up? When you're in that moment, angry, frustrated, take a step back. Ask yourself what you're really fighting for. Because when it's too late, you can't take back the words you said. You can't undo the damage. Let go of that anger. Hug a little tighter. Forgive a little faster. Life's precious, man. Don't waste a single second of it on anything that doesn't bring you closer to the people you care about.
I move differently now. Not because I want to, but because life made me this way. Too many fake friends, too many broken promises. Too many moments where I realized I was standing in a room full of people and still felt alone. I used to crave connection, used to think I needed people around me to feel whole. But now I see things for what they are. I've watched people switch up, disappear when I needed them, and act like I didn't exist until they needed something from me. That's why I stay to myself. I don't do fake love. I don't do surface-level friendships. And I don't entertain people who only remember me when it's convenient for them. Being a loner isn't a choice. It's the result of learning the hard way, that not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. So I keep my distance. I protect my peace. I move in silence. And I no longer apologize for it.
I don't know what you're going through right now, but I do know this. You're still here. You're still breathing. You've survived every moment you thought would break you, and I know it's heavy. I know it hurts. But the fact that you're listening to this means you haven't given up. So give yourself some credit. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to pretend to be okay when you're not. Just take it one breath at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. You're not weak for feeling like this. You're human. You're allowed to fall apart and still rebuild yourself after. Whatever you're facing, it won't last forever. So please, don't give up on yourself. You still have so much left to see, so much left to feel, so much left to become. This moment doesn't define you. It's just a chapter, not the whole story. And if no one told you today, you matter. You're loved, and the world is better with you in it. If this brought you even a little peace, like follow and share this with someone else who needs a reminder to keep going. You're not alone. We're in this together.
Surviving alone, it's one of the hardest things a person can face. But you know what? It's also one of the most powerful, transformative experiences you'll ever go through. When you're on your own, when you have no one to rely on but yourself, that's when you truly find out what you're made of. Today I want you to understand this. The journey of standing alone isn't one of defeat, but one of ultimate strength. Imagine standing at a crossroads in life, with people leaving, plans falling apart, and support vanishing into thin air. You're left wondering, where do I go from here? But that's the moment, right there. That's your defining moment. When it feels like everything is working against you, you're actually being pushed toward growth. You're being molded, sculpted by the very challenges that others might run from. In this journey, you might find yourself asking, why do I have to do this alone? Why isn't there anyone beside me? That's a question everyone asks when they're facing their hardest battles.
It took me a long time to realize I'm not in a race. I'm not behind. I'm not ahead. The truth is, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Every choice, every mistake, every heartbreak, every win, they weren't detours. They were the path. And every time I doubted myself, every time I thought I wasn't good enough, I was learning how to stand on my own 2 feet. You don't need the world's approval. You don't need permission to chase what sets your soul on fire. Because guess what? No one knows what you're capable of more than you. No one sees the sleepless nights, the battles you've fought, the storms you've weathered. Your journey is yours alone. And maybe it's supposed to look different. Maybe you're not meant to follow the crowd. Maybe you're here to pave a path that no one's ever walked before. Because here's the truth. It's the ones who dare to be different, the ones who refuse to give up, that change everything. So don't worry about the destination. You'll get there. Just focus on the next step, the next breath, the next moment. Because the life you're building, it's already a masterpiece in progress. And the best part? It's uniquely, beautifully yours. I talk and laugh with everyone, but believe me, I can tell the difference between the real and the fake. In this world where appearances are often deceptive, I've learned to read between the lines. True friends, those you can count on, stand out through their actions, not just their words. They are there in the good times, but especially in the bad. They don't change color according to circumstances. Their loyalty doesn't waver with the wind. As for the fake ones, they are there for pleasure, for easy laughter, but they vanish as soon as things get tough. Their words may be sweet, but their actions reveal their true nature. They are like leaves in the wind, changing direction as soon as a new opportunity arises. So, even though I mingle with everyone, my heart remains cautious. I welcome everyone with a smile, but I only let those who have proven their sincerity into my intimate life. I cherish those rare pearls that stand out through their consistency and integrity. I am one who believes that quality outweighs quantity. I prefer to have a few true friends I can truly rely on, rather than a crowd of acquaintances with superficial friendships. I know you're going through a rough time right now. You don't know how you're going to deal with all the things that are happening in your life at the moment. You feel like you don't have anyone to rely on. The people you love and depend on the most are not really there for you, like they claim to be. You're so close to just giving up. But I hear God saying today, don't worry. I will help you get through it. The Bible says in Isaiah 41:13, I am the Lord your God. I am holding your right hand. And I tell you, don't be afraid. I will help you. God wants you to know that He has always been with you. And He is with you more than ever right now. When you cried for days because he or she broke your heart, He was there. When you lost your job and didn't know how you were going to eat or take care of your family, He was right there. When your closest friends and family bailed on you, He was there, and He still is today. He is not distant. He is right there with you, helping you get through whatever it is that you are facing. God is never absent when you are going through a situation in your life that could potentially break you. He loves you way too much to watch you go through anything alone. I know you're feeling lost and uncertain right now. There's a shift happening within you, and it's hard, uncomfortable, and you just wish it would end. You long to be on the other side of this, healed, whole, and fully immersed in a new chapter. You want to be free from battling the demons in your mind. I understand the urge to rush through this season, to escape the discomfort and feel like yourself again. But trust me, one day you'll look back on this moment and see it differently. You won't see it as time wasted or a period where everything fell apart. No, you'll recognize it as the time when everything came together. This is the season when you found yourself. It's here, in your own darkness. Here, in the space where it feels like the walls are closing in. Here, you unearthed something that changed you forever. One day, you'll realize what a beautiful process this was, how you felt into each moment with grace, how you slowly released what was no longer meant for you. The discomfort won't last forever, but what you gain from this unraveling will. You'll look back and understand that this was your season of becoming. You were blooming beautifully, transforming tenderly, even as you navigated each breath. And one day you'll realize this was how you found your way.
Listen to this.
Every single thing you face makes you stronger. Every single thing you conquer makes you more confident. All of this has a purpose. It all has a purpose for the ultimate outcome of your life. Don't take it for granted. Don't let it weigh you down for too long. It's okay to have a moment. But get back up. Keep fighting the day. Keep pushing forward. Keep working on yourself. Keep working on your health, your mind, your heart. Keep going. Keep going. There is a purpose for all of this, and you have no idea how powerful you are. You have no idea how strong you are. You have no idea how important you are. So get back up so you can find out. You have a purpose here. You have a purpose. And even if you can't see it right now, it's all working out for you. You've got this, I promise.
13 benefits of keeping your life private. 1. The less you share, the less likely people will be in your business. 2. You'll stop caring about people's opinion about your life. 3. When you build in silence, people won't know what to attack. 4. You won't have to seek validation to do what feels right for you. 5. You'll attract peace into your life. You'll experience less drama, toxic energy, and more time alone. 6. If everyone is your friend, you've a problem. You can't trust anyone with personal information. 7. The real flex is being private, staying low-key and telling no one about your life. 8. It'll be 10x easier to walk some paths alone to achieve your personal goals. 9. Privacy teaches you independence and how to connect with people on a deeper level. 10. Everyone leaves. You'll learn how to be alone and not feel lonely. 11. People don't care so much about you. They only care on what you can offer. 12. People will want to know more about you when you talk less of yourself. 13. Not everyone is your friend. Live a private life to never attract bad energy. It's easy, isn't it? To hear one side of a story and feel like you already know the truth. To hear the loudest voice and assume it's the right one. But let me ask you something. Have you ever been misunderstood? Have you ever felt the weight of judgment before anyone asked for your side? Taking sides without knowing the full story is like writing the ending of a book after reading just one chapter. You don't know the characters, the struggles, or the context. And yet, we do it all the time. Quick to judge, quick to condemn, quick to decide who's right and who's wrong. But here's the truth. Every story has layers. Every conflict has more than one perspective. And every person, yes, even the one you think is wrong, has their own pain, their own reasons, their own version of events. When you choose a side without understanding the full picture, you risk becoming part of the problem. You add fuel to a fire that might not even need to burn. So what should you do? Listen, pause, ask questions, seek to understand before you choose. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is not take a side at all until you know. You may not control the story, but you control your response. Be the one who seeks truth, not just the convenience of a side. Because in the end, fairness and integrity will always weigh more than being right. Life isn't easy, and it never promises to be. But there are lessons you must carry with you, no matter what. First, remember this. Nothing lasts forever, neither the good times nor the bad. So when you're at your highest, stay humble. And when you're at your lowest, keep faith. This too shall pass. Second, know that every failure is a stepping stone, not a dead end. The greatest victories are born from the deepest struggles. Embrace your mistakes. They're the greatest teachers you'll ever have. And finally, never forget the power of kindness. It costs nothing, yet it's priceless. In a world full of challenges, a single act of kindness can change everything. It can change someone's day, someone's life, and it can change you. These are the lessons life teaches, sometimes painfully, but always purposefully. Will you remember them when it matters most?